100 Degrees, here with my dude Brandon Womble, about to do an interview. I'm New Kid.
Vader. Stoner. Steve. HD. E4P.
Let's get it cracking.
I have to say, 8th grade I started getting into music. I was writing, started recording in the booth, started paying for it with FTV. And then I got serious around my senior year in high school with Chino, Charlie Sheen, rest in peace. And basically, it started taking off from there.
For me, about a year ago, fucking in the booth all the time and shit. Fucking got my own equipment and shit. Started writing every day. And eventually I just fell in love with that shit. And then I met these niggas. And magic happens.
I started getting serious probably like 9th grade of high school. When I realized you could really like fucking live life off this shit, I just really got motivated to do that shit. Used to do this shit with my nigga Chino after my nigga passed, and I was like, fuck that shit. Like, going to the top. Me and Chino came up with that shit. We had a couple groups before that. I stated that before. We had ASI, stand for Always Shine Industries. We started at this shit called UCI. Pretty much the motivation behind was we always wanted to have our own record label type deal, gig, whatever you want to call it. So now I'm just pushing for that. I know we got the potential, man. Just gotta put our brains together, unify the people. Let's get a whole bunch of people together and we can do this shit, man. My best friend, I knew that we met in like 3rd grade, fucking graduated together, fucking pretty much did everything together. We could say
China
like
boy.
That nigga passed away, got murdered.
Damn, nigga.
You know, you say it like that. What you mean don't say it like that? That's what fucking happened.
But yeah, Charlie Sheen
was that nigga.
Now we connected.
The young China boy. Long hair, don't care. Everybody know him. Everybody know him as that, or the Weed Man, or Charlie Sheen, or the Pandas.
Charlie Sheen.
Little fat boy that can rap.
Yeah, I met that nigga a minute ago. When I first moved to Jersey, that nigga was there at my bus stop. Fucking Chinese kid with fucking braids and shit. I'm like, oh shit, what's up? It's crazy as hell, man. That was the homie for a while. He's still here with us, still making all this shit happen. Making all this shit just come together. So word to Charlie Sheen. E4P started like fucking 5 years ago. Some high drunk shit. And it's like, yo, everyone's for pot, yo. Everyone's starting to smoke now. Everyone's doing shit. So figured we just start a movement like that. Everyone for pot. That's for me, but everyone could chase their own dreams. If you're for fashion, put a PH, nigga. Everyone for fashion. You feel me? Switch it up. If you like some pussy, everyone for pussy. Shit. Like, that's just how it goes, and that shit snowballed into something bigger. And now everyone's repping E4P, doing what they love to do. You feel me? Just being wise about everything. Just looking at all the options and shit. So I feel like E4P inspires a lot of people and shit. Even though we're just a bunch of fucking potheads running around, we still like get shit done. For the bitches. Shroomeries, yo.
Boomers all day.
Boomers in a bang.
Fucking
every day.
LSD on occasions. Fucking
Zanny bars.
Zannies on occasions. Fucking.
Bars are good.
Pro meth sometimes.
There's a lot of shit, man. There's nothing like super crazy. Nothing like
trippy.
Super crazy.
It's getting trippy, nigga. Fucking take a trip. Psychedelics is where it's at, though.
Psychedelics, man. Take a trip. Open your mind, yo.
Number one on
mind
that
up.
list.
Take some shroomeries.
Boomers.
Wanna be a trip. The best way to say it's gonna be a trip. We're all weirdos. We all do fucking crazy ass shit, drugs, whatever you wanna fucking call it. They're not bad for you. This music is good for you. Fucking the direction we're trying to go with it, we're trying to open up minds. We're trying to let people see the other side. Like we said, I do Charlie Sheen. I know, like, still to this day, we still connecting with him spiritually, however you want to call it. Just like he's always in the atmosphere. So open up your mind, everything will be fine.
So the EP is basically what we're trying to push as a sound, as mainly. Of course, we're gonna switch it up. We're gonna have mixtapes coming and things like that, singles to drop. But the EP is basically what we're trying to push as something that, so you guys can get a potent dose of what we're trying to kick, basically. So
basically, it's a long ass trip, and that's just gonna sound crazy. So
Show you life.
yeah, pretty much. We're going against the grain with all sounds.
Talk about like the production and shit, like.
Yeah, all the beats, yo, all the beats are crazy. Like, spacey, fucking weird.
We didn't make them.
I don't know how, yeah, we didn't make it, yo. Shout out to WEiRDOS, by the way. He has a lot of production on that shit.
Whoa.
And fucking Voice Charms. Shout out to Voice Charms. I see you, nigga. Who else, yo? There's a lot of producers on the EP that we gotta give credit to. Bees in the Hive, oh, Tall Boy. Canada. Shout out to Canada. My first experience, we took a fucking nick of some Reggie, Went to the store, got a mild, a nasty ass black mild, and just like took a little tobacco out the tip and stuffed that shit. Mind you, this was fucking like 8 niggas. So we smoked that shit. After like 20 minutes, we start flipping out and shit, thinking we're high as hell. And it was fun, but I was not high for my first time.
Was that your worst experience?
No, that wasn't my worst. My worst experience, we put a fucking zip. We put a zip in fucking cookies. Zip with some like, alright, some
that your second
shit.
time?
Nah, my worst trip. We put fucking zip in cookies, and I ate like 8 of them cookies, man, and I started tripping balls. I swear to God, I was on the couch like, yo, chill, man, I feel crazy. I just felt like a fucking orb, like pushing in and shit. It was fucking crazy, son. That was my worst experience with weed, but other than that,
That was your
I
best
would
experience.
my best experience, I got this one zip of purple that just looked like Barney, like, in every blunt, just Barney just laying there, like.
first time I smoked, I was 15, right before sophomore year, and it was with Chino and some other nigga. And it was on one blunt of Piff, and I got fucking cooked. I don't even know, yes, I was high off my ass. I was stealing Chino's Fruit Loops out of his bag. I didn't give a fuck, but my worst experience, my worst trip, be with shrooms. We had a fucking their old house.
Oh shit.
So basically, Chino starts crying, and I just fucking didn't want to hear none of that shit. So I dipped and I ran out the room. And then I asked people to play music, and they looked at me like I wasn't saying words, and I started bugging out. So then that shit just ruined me. And then everyone started asking me, am I okay and shit. I'm like, fuck, like, yeah, like you can't, like, yeah. Because it already feels like everyone's watching.
Ask, are you okay? Because you're not supposed to be okay.
Like, yeah,
That's the first and best thing to know if you're going to take a trip.
That was dumb. My best experience? I would have to say probably when we did acid in the field. That shit was popping. We just sat and just stared at the clouds and shit. Yeah, just went on a tour. That shit was popping. That shit was really popping.
I think it was, if I could recall, when I was in, I think it was when I was in my mother's embryo. Yeah. That was the first time. So I was a very young age. I started way before y'all niggas, but
I wish your worst experience got high.
I can't recall one. Never had a bad time.
I wish your best experience.
Best? Every day.
There you go.
Last supper, addicted to the trap. I'm addicted to the moolah. Mary Jane money.
After WEiRDOS drops.
Singles. Some solos, get creative.
The EP is just,
and then the mixtape
is a whole bunch of, I don't know what to call it. Just after the EP drops,
sounds, nigga. It's just sounds.
We're talking atom bomb. You gotta get through the EP first before we even start talking about it.
Yeah. We can't let you know it's coming, but it's coming. After that, solos, and then another big ass project.
it's really good project.
Anybody trying to work, holla at us. Collab. After the EP.
Producers and beats, yo. Fuck. Everybody's slacking on the beats. Shout out my nigga Goldie.
And my nigga Trav. Shout out my nigga Trav.
Niggas saying they watching the dope, but to me it is still up for grabs. See niggas is mad, I tell them bitches relax.
Nigga Jay-Z. They're all-time rapper. This nigga's Magna Carta Holy Grail. That shit just inspired me again. This nigga just somehow he just finds a way to keep doing that shit. So I mean, that's pretty much my biggest influence.
I mean, like, of course, the greats inspire me. It's like Kanye, Jay-Z, Nas, all of them. But inspire me as in the way I rap and what I'm trying to produce and all that. I think who inspires me is Cudi, Earl Sweatshirt. I fuck with Earl. And I don't know, maybe a little Wiz because we smoke a lot of weed, but it's pretty much it.
For me, I have to say, like, I do Kid Cudi as well. I like the sounds he creates and shit. It's just fucking different. Yeah, and put his own beats and shit. I like Mac Miller a little bit.
Fuck with Cudi?
Yo,
Yeah, I fuck with the Cudi. I like that.
look at this shit, nigga. What the fuck type of
That's
shit
the
is
dude.
this? Bro, female
Show the camera
Dominican. I don't even know. Can you read this with the light on it?
What did this guy say?
You see that shit?
Mexican dude.
Did you see that shit? Bruh.
Whose phone is that?
Bruh, this is my phone. Like, what the fuck? For real? It's that serious?
Yeah, that's true.
Smooth sailing cause I'm always stuck in traffic. First I grab a sandwich bag.
I don't know. I just feel like we hear what everyone's doing and just kind of like, I don't want to say not respect it. We definitely respect everyone's art, but we just kind of rather go the other way. So everyone's doing trap, we're gonna go and fucking mix some trap with some fucking other shit, some fucking weird ass sounds that doesn't even sound right when you're first making a beat, but as you continue doing it and you watch like YouTube videos and shit, and you see all these niggas making these beats, it just becomes like way crazier. So every layer that we put on, we want some crazy ass sound, and that's what makes us different. Like all the beats behind it, all the sounds that our producers put in, like all the work they put in and shit. It's just like, it's not what's coming out. Now you get like a boom clap or some shit. Now what we're getting is like maybe a fucking owl noise or like some completely different shit. Like, it's a
Young engineer over here.
Yeah, engineer
Young
quality.
We're all different types of people, so
got the
our
quality
sound's
on
gonna
that.
sound different regardless.
Yo,
So
it's mainly the producers, yo. I have to give it to them, and the way we rap, like, it's gonna sound like it. I don't know how to explain that, though.
Like certain shit, but like, definitely pick out different beats. It's still tough.
yeah, we don't just do any beat. Like,
Yeah.
Definitely are like kind of picky with our beats. We don't just do anything with them.
So when you pick beats, do you like, what sound do you try to go for? Because it's like all trap right now. So like, what do you go for?
It's
Like,
not really a sound we try to go for. It's like
like
most of the time it's just like everybody just gets mad hype.
Yeah,
It's
it's like a
yo, we
body
gotta do.
language
Yeah,
almost,
it's like
when the beat hits you, you gotta feel that shit. Like, it sounds cliche, but you gotta just, oh shit, and you just start rocking to that shit. And
like
you know,
sometimes
you
we
just
try
look
to
around
force
like,
it, and
yo,
we always end up scrapping that shit. Or something. But it's always like songs that we just like we find a beat and we're just like, oh shit, like
we know it's the banger when we all
definitely like a
fucking start
body
bopping to that shit. Like that's how we know it's a good beat because we all can't. It's three different people. So
Yeah.
But sometimes we clash on beats, so it's kind of hard.
I think I'm Rick the Ruler. Got them young niggas in my straight A, cause that's how I maneuver. Gucci.
Shout out. Where did I start? HD 100 Degrees. Follow us on Twitter. E4P. Everyone for Pop. Twitter. Instagram. Hashtag E4P. You'll find everything we've been doing. Trips, adventures. Hashtag E4P. Everyone for parties. Everyone for pussy. Everyone for anything with a P.
Yeah, fucking shout out to all the homies.
all the homies. Shout out Ace. Shout out my nigga Stevie Rogers. Shout out my nigga Ziggy the Zombie.
Ziggy, E4P
Shout out
artists coming up.
Sanze, Space Ghost, fucking Freeze, fucking everybody. Fucking
Everybody making
E4P.
all E4P. We out here. Shout out
all the
Charlie.
supporters, all the fans that we have.
Shout out, let's see who else. Shout out my little bro Leak. He about to drop a mixtape coming soon. Watch out for that. Shout out Spencer Lee. Shout out all my niggas. Shout out
DJ Mainstream. Shout out to
Yeah, DJ Mainstream.
I see you niggas got us on all the forms and shit.
Voice Charms, we already did that. Fucking
Shout out Project Cot for never hitting us back. And those tracks that we sent them, shout out to you niggas.
shout out that nigga Juicy J too.
Oh yeah, shout out to Juicy J.
Wait, you niggas want to talk about that shit or not?
Got bricks all in my fender, bricks all in my flow, boy. And you know a nigga paid the low for it, but disrespect me, I can't go for it. All my hoes are flop for it, all my niggas are top for it. I can tell a killer when I see one, you can say Gucci got an eye for it. But I'ma try your ass.